Whether it's brass or woodwinds, solo instrument, or a section, all horns sound better when placed in some sort of acoustic environment. In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to add reverb to a sax track. So we're used to hearing a horn or a horn section, whether it's brass or woodwind, in some sort of a space, and that's why reverb always sounds a little bit better than any other effect when it comes to horns. The other thing it will do will push the horn further back in the mix, and sometimes that's what you want. You want it to sound like it's farther back rather than in the front. So let's have a quick listen to what this sax sounds like just by itself. Let's add a little bit of the standard reverb with just the default settings on it. That's a little long. Let's make it a medium haul. Bring the decay down to 3.4 seconds. Now the next thing we can do is add pre-delay. Now he's playing at 160 beats per minute, and that comes out to 92 milliseconds for a pre-delay. So let's type that in, have a listen to what happened. Now what happens is we hear the reverb after the horn. So in other words, it sounds a little bit bigger, and it also stays out of the way of the original horn sound. Now let's compare them both. You can hear the pre-delayed sounds a lot more interesting. Now if we want, we can cut this in half. So let's go to 46 milliseconds. Have a listen now. That also sounds good. I think the longer one sounds better in this case, but again, if he was playing in a track with other instruments, then you would actually have to compare and find out which one sounds best. The last thing we can do is use the high cut filter, cut some of the highs off. Let's have a listen. Now this will make the reverb sit in the track a whole lot better. So a lot of times we want to shape the sound of the reverb by using a high and a low pass filter. So to sum things up, horns sound better when they're placed in an acoustic environment. Use reverb to push them back in the mix or make them sound larger than life. And because most horns have a brisk attack and release, a time reverb works very well.